Hey, check it out. I am working on a Korean-made PRS, and what we needed to do for the customer was take out these Korean pickups. I think they're called G and B, and put in some Dimarzios. Now, the thing about four-conductor pickups is they all have white, red, green, and black wires. But for some reason, every company has to use a different combination with those same four colors. So if you were just to pop in the Dimarzio into the PRS here, these four wires go to four different places. Each pickup is slightly different too, because you have this coil tap switch here. It's hard to see in the light, but all those wires are going to different places, and they're different on each switch as well. So if you were to just put the red wire where the red wire was on the Korean pickup and the black, it wouldn't work. And people do that sort of thing all the time, and they can't understand why it doesn't work. Well, you got to figure out what each one of these wires mean inside this pickup and what they mean inside the Dimarzio pickup. They go to different starts and finishes of each coil. All right, so you know, I just try and do it mentally, like which one is the start wire, which one is the end wire on each coil. And I used to use alligator clips, and just now I just got sick and tired of fiddling with the alligator clips, and I made this. It's just alligator clips on a jack, so I can then put two of the wires through a jack, tap on it, and figure out which coil is on and which two wires make a coil, basically. So let's turn this on, and we're going to tap on each coil here of this Korean pickup. So there you go. I don't know if you can see that, but that's the coil without the screws. That's this one. You still hear that one, but it's not very loud, so I go with the louder one. So then we know that, so we know black and white make this coil here without the screws, but since the opposite would be true, red and green make the coil with the screws. So we just got to memorize that or write it down somewhere. All right, so then when we look at the Dimarzio, we got to figure out the same thing, which to make a coil and which coil too, because it's pretty important which coil, because in this particular guitar, when you have both humbuckers on and you turn off a coil on each one, you get hum canceling because you're using the top coil, of each pickup, and those two coils hum cancel with each other. So you gotta figure out which coil does what. So then you do the same thing. You put these alligator clips on the Dimarzio pickup, tap on it, and figure out which one is the screw, the coil with the screws, and which one is the one with the slugs. Then you can finally work out your new wiring colors for the switches. Which ones are the grounds? Which ones are the hots? Which ones start and finish? I'll just show you the mess inside here. You can see the different colors and stuff. Very annoying. That's how I figured out how to do it. Maybe you can go online, you can figure out what wires GB, what colors GB uses, G and B. I get tired of looking stuff up on the internet. Sometimes they're wrong too. So I just deduce it on my own. It's not rocket science. You're just trying to figure out how things start and how things finish. It helps to know how a pickup works. You should read up on how a pickup works before you start searching the internet for the colors of the pickup, because you can figure it all out yourself. You can do it with this thing too, but you know what? Sometimes my multimeter doesn't pick up, it doesn't rate the resistance of a coil. And then you're like, what's going on? Is my meter not working? Whatever. And it's probably working fine. Sometimes the coil will not come through the meter. So I just go to the old-fashioned knock on it with a screwdriver, and then you know which is which. That got this job done. It works. So there you go, wiring Dimarzio's into a PRS. It's not a 1, 2, 3 situation, but here you go. It works. Done.